Hello and welcome to this tutorial on kickresume.com. So Kick Resume is a great assistant with AI integration for helping you get your professional skills out there through well-crafted resumes. With Kick Resume, you can create your resume, of course, and get a checker. You could also get assistance with writing a cover letter, and you could also get noticed by building a website as an assistant to help you get remote jobs. And when it comes to the pricing, at this time, there are 4 different plans. We have the yearly, the quarterly, the monthly, and the free plan with various prices and complimentary features for these plans. And you may choose to upgrade at any time. But firstly, we need to log in. So we're going to do that now. So after signing up or logging in, you have this dialog box where you can communicate with the AI wizard. It's already ready to hit the ground running by asking for your name. So I'm going to say, John. Nice to meet you. Tell me what your most recent job title is. And I would say customer support. And then it gives me some information. It says, I recommend one of these, but if you want, you could browse, or you can browse them all and pick the one you'd like best. So it gives suggestions here, and you could select to browse them all, or you could pick from these suggestions here. So it's your pick. So for this, I'm going to just select this one, the third one. And right now the AI robot's at work, so you get to wait while the AI does its job. It's currently trying to generate a preview. And now we have our sample resume. Remember, we put John before as the name, so we put John there. You could actually edit this as your personal information. You see, I just clicked on this and this came up. Another way to do that is on the left side. It currently has about 3 parts of this page: the left side, the sidebar, the middle column, and the third column on the right. So you could come here to click on your personal information. So when you click on your personal information, this is going to drop down for you to put in your personal information. So you could say Mr. and your first name. So you see here the last name was John, and we could say Silas. So we could say Silas John. So Mr. Silas John. And you have the opportunity to show your picture. You're going to click on this box here. And if you put your picture, it's going to come over here. So you can see now, because I checked the show picture, the picture option is now showing. You just have to go ahead and actually put a picture, right? So you get to put your date of birth, your nationality, and things like that. And you also have this AI integration here because you selected a customer support work. It's going to generate some information. Now, of course, to personalize this, you get to read it and fine tune it to your personal preference and make it more human. The idea here is for the AI to assist you to start up the writing process and makes your work easier. So if I close this, we notice here that all this information here was generated by the AI. Currently, my personal information is not there because I didn't put it. You could come over here and click to edit this section. So we have the profile, we have the strengths, we have the hobbies, we have the skills. Now, on this resume, we have main categories: the personal information, your work experience, your skills, your strengths, your hobbies. However, we have the premium written underneath. So when you have this premium, it simply tells you that you need to upgrade your plan in order to add skills, strengths, and hobbies. And if we go down here, we have another section to add. So as usual, resumes have certificates. They may have references to. Your employers may want to contact your references just to verify, and you have the option here to add it. So when we click on add, of course, here it shows that you have to also get it in premium, right? So say we're going to say that the company name is Brick and Stones, and we could have the person's name, and you have his contact. You could put any phone number, and you could go ahead and write something there if you want to. You could add more references if you want to, and it's going to show up here. You see, this is the information we actually put there. Mr. Matthew, Brick and Stones Company. And you could see the phone number there or the email address. And now if you decide to remove a section, you just simply come to the section here. And when you click on it, you have the opportunity here to work on it. So as you've seen here, it appears here and you could decide to delete it. So if we want to delete the references which we added, we could go right ahead to the middle column of this page. And right here at the top right corner of the references dialog, we have the option to delete it. So when we click on delete, it's going to ask you to confirm and you could say, sure, delete. And now the references are no more. So you could easily add, you could easily delete it. The whole idea here is for you to personalize your resume with the help of this website and the AI wizard. And now we're going to take a moment to talk about the left side or the sidebar. So here we're currently on the fill in, and that's what we've been talking about, where you could fill in your personal information, your work experience, your skills, strengths, and hobbies. And you could also add different sections, and you could also delete sections. And as you're adding them, you could look to the extreme right of the screen and you could see the preview of what you're doing. Now, we also have the opportunity to add a new section still on the resume, and we have the design. So here in the design field, we have customization options, right? Of course, it gives you other options here to view other templates, but remember we already chose one, so we're going to continue with that. Now, we have the color already chosen, and we could change the color. So it's currently on cyberpunk color, and you could change the color. You could also change how the headline is capitalized. If you want it to be all in capital letters, you could leave it at that. And it also lets us know that the fonts can be changed. Currently, the font is on premium, right? And so that's why we're having this font, Space Grotesque. We could also change the font size. We could change the line spacing. So if, for example, if we look at the text size now, it's at this, it's at M, which I presume is medium. So we're going to go back. So right now it goes to extra small. So it's really tiny now and it's hard to see, hard to read. So we're going to take it back to M or thereabout. And we're back to M. And now the line spacing is currently at 16 pixels. So if we want to increase the line spacing, we could say, go ahead. So I'm going to go really far so we could easily discern the difference. So currently the line spacing is at 18 pixels, and you could see the difference. It grew to 18 pixels, and it's a lot. The spacing is a lot bigger, and we have the orientation or the size. It's currently in A4 size, and we could change it to the letter size. We're going to leave it at A4. And you also have the date format, and the address is a typical Western. So you could choose to randomize this whole settings or this preference, but that's up to you. If you want to change the arrangement, you could randomize it if you want. So that's about the design. So currently we are in the AI toolbox, and this is a fun part too. We have the analysis, the job interview, feedback, and career coach. One thing I like about this is it provides your resume analysis. So we haven't really worked on this resume, and it says not great, not terrible, keep going, of course, because we haven't really done much. Now imagine what you could do, or the score you could get of 100 if you put more information. And why this is good, it helps you to understand how well your resume is compared to when you're just writing it or designing it on another platform that is not AI integrated. So you just have to look at it yourself and judge for yourself. But here, while you can judge for yourself, you also have the score to help you understand where it can be, or if some improvements can be made. Of course, there is more to this AI option here, but you have to upgrade it to get a better assistance from this website. Now, there's another cool feature that we could make good use of here in Kick Resume. It's called the job interview preparation, right? So here, using AI, you could generate interview questions for the job you're looking for. So for example, we're going to continue with customer support and we're going to ask it to generate a question. Great. And as you can see, it's currently generating questions that you are most likely to be asked during a job interview. So the question, for example, is, can you tell us about your experience in providing exceptional customer service? It provides an answer. You could look through the answer, you could edit it and make it your own. And it has other questions that it's asking. So we have the feedback and the career coach. Now, these other options here for the AI toolbox are for the premium accounts. So if you want to make good use of the feedback and the career coach, you're going to have to upgrade. Now, the feedback simply gives you feedback for your resume. It points out weak points in your resume and actually helps you to improve on your resume. And the career coach is an option, is a nice feature that acts as a coach. So as it acts as a coach, it's going to help you get some advice for your career or your title, your job titles, such as this, which we're using, a customer care support or customer support. You're going to get it as if you're actually listening to a career coach. So that's a nice feature. And there is also another option here to proofread your resume. So your resume may have typographical errors. Your resumes may have some fundamental problems with it. And if we go to proofreading, we have the option to get it proofread. Now, of course, it's $28 per resume and you get it in 2 days. So after a nicely crafted resume with the assistant and the proofreading has been done, you can actually download it, or you could download it before you send it for proofreading. And as you can see, when you come over to the download, it gives you the notification that this resume is currently using paid customization options. Now, we're supposed to be using all the free features, so it's going to be impossible to download it now. So you want to make sure that all the features you are using works with the plan which you are currently using. And now we're back to the main dashboard. So when we come to the cover letter, we have the option to create a new cover letter or create a new cover letter with AI. Or we could also use an example. It's really your choice. So we're just going to select the new cover letter with AI. So now we have the cover letter examples we could pick from. These are different examples, and say we want to pick this one. So this template was picked for the cover letter. I like this example, and the name is different. So definitely we have to go right ahead and edit it for use. And right here, we have it ready to be edited, and you could change the name. So we've changed the name to Silas John. And of course you could go ahead and edit all this information here to make it your personal information, and go ahead to download this cover letter and send it to your potential employer. And now when we come back to the dashboard, we have our document, we've done the resumes, we've done the cover letters, and we're going to look at the websites. So a lot of this would require you to have a premium account. And now in the website builder, you have some options to select. There is just one free template. The other beautiful ones are for the premium. So you could, of course, make use of the free one to see how well it works for you. But most of the other beautiful ones are the premium, and you could get a feel of how nice they've made it. So this can actually help you to put yourself out there, your professional skills out there, and you could display it and also send links to your website to your potential employers. So that's all we're going to take for now. In this tutorial, we've shown you here in Kick Resume that it can help you to create your resumes, nicely crafted resumes. You could have the opportunity to also develop a website using the website builder on this website. You have the cover letters that you could put with the AI assistance. So in this tutorial, we've been able to show all this information. Of course, you can go ahead and put it to use.